For nearly every minute
We love Marquette.
of every game, Rick Smith is just like every other Marquette fan.
We love Marquette basketball.
Clapping, grinning, sometimes shrugging, but always cheering for his favorite team.
Every year we've been season ticket holders ever since I graduated in 1973.
But for a few minutes in between the jump balls and the jump shots, Rick Smith just jumps. He and his wife Joan sit near the student section. And what can only be called a case of contagious craziness, Rick has become the jump around guy at the Bradley Center.
Jump up and get down. Jump.
2.5 years ago, they were playing the jump around song and the students were all getting up. And I'm looking at everybody around me and I said, what is it with the adults? Why don't they get up and jump? The adults around me said, well, what's preventing you from getting up?
It was a good question, and it turns out the answer was nothing. So he got some air, and then some air time. The game was being broadcast on ESPN.
My son is in Washington, D.C., and he said, Mom, is that my idiot father jumping at the game? And Joan said, yeah, that was him.
So ever since then, every time the song comes on, Rick gets up. No special shoes or caffeine consumed. He's just mad about Marquette and trying to keep his young at heart young.
Just try it sometime. You get your cardiovascular going. I've been trying to find a replacement for myself, but everywhere I go, I don't know people, but they walk up to me and they say, you're the jump around guy.
As much as Rick enjoys his jump around identity, the idea was never for him to be doing it all by himself. Instead, he thought others would eventually join in. It hasn't exactly worked out that way.
Rick is still the only jumper in his section, but he has definitely gained admirers.
Usually I get kids to join in. There's a couple of, last year there were these couple of cute kids who came to the last game and they looked like about 7, 8 years old, and they came with ties on, a mustache, and the wig. Once in a while I'll wear the blue or the gold wig and jump. And so the crowd was going nuts because they were showing me jump, then they were showing the students jump, then they were showing these two kids jump, and it was bedlam. It was just wonderful.
His knees and feet may do all the real work, but Rick Smith is quickly becoming a face of the university.
I like it. I mean, if it helps Marquette, then I'm glad to do it.
At the Bradley Center, Jen Latta, Fox 6 Sports.